Hi everybody, this is Amy from Temple Seeker. I've just arrived in Viseu. Here I am at the bus station. About a 2-hour journey from Porto by Flixbus. It wasn't too bad actually. It would have been better if I wasn't hungover. I'm going to show you where I'm staying next. So this is Avenida Boutique Hotel. It's, in my opinion, the best in Viseu. Free Wi-Fi and also a brilliant breakfast. So first impressions of Viseu, it looks really nice but lots of hills, so make sure you've got your walking boots on, and if you prefer not to walk uphill with all your suitcases, take a taxi from the Rodoviaria, which is the bus station. Praça da República is really gorgeous, really well kept. You'll find a few really nice fountains here in this square. I'm just going to see if I can go into this church up here. So this is the Church of the Third Order of San Francisco in Viseu. It's got the gorgeous blue azulejos and the traditional Portuguese interior. So across here you're going to see the blue azulejos panelled wall, which Viseu is famous for. So this tiled wall was handmade, hand-painted tiles in 1931 by Joaquim Lopes. In English I think we would say Lopez, but Spanish would say Lopez as well, but Portuguese would say Lopes. Rotary Club de Viseu. It's such a well-kept city. Be careful of the cobbled stones though. It says Escultura do falecido estatuário José de Oliveira Ferreira. I guess that's the name of the sculptor. Filho de Viseu por sua mãe. I think it's por sua mãe for your mother. The mother's garden, I think that this is. You definitely need good walking boots. Don't want to come up these cobbled steep slopes in high heels, do you? That's a really cool little bar and restaurant. Sento papas na língua. This place is a steakhouse with a massive wine collection, a really cool Vespa on display, and you can get a meal from starting at around €20 here. You're advised to book if you want to eat in this part of the restaurant, but the other side is a little bit more informal. But I think I'm going to have to come back here later. Let's go and do a little bit more photography first though. I think that the cathedral's up here, but there's a couple of interesting little chapels around this corner, I think. Oh my god, look at it. This square is so cute. It's about 6 o'clock at night now, well, just coming into evening, so people will start coming out and having drinks. They eat quite late in Portugal compared to the UK, so a lot of the restaurants don't open until about 7. So down here you've got bar Obviamente. I really like it in there, it's really cool. Superboc, obviously, that's my beer of choice here in Portugal. Look at the gorgeous street signs. And you've also got Camino signs because they do the walk through Viseu as well. Oh my god, look at that old fountain. That is so cool. Utilidad Pública 1804. That's lovely. It's quite warm. Kappas, capes, possibly students, like in Coimbra. Okay, I've just realised. Look right with me now. Wow. So I'm going to have something to eat now and have a nice relax, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to try to take you into some of those amazing cathedrals and churches that we've just seen. That meat and that wine was absolutely amazing. I've only spent €37. Right, it's my second day in Viseu and it's been raining a little bit actually. I'm going to walk up now and try and go inside the cathedral and show you in there. I would say that you can see Viseu in one day, but I would recommend that you do 2 days here, because then you'll be able to do all of the bars and everything and get a really good experience for the city. So this is really cool. I didn't see this last night. The idea, the circular kind of layout with tiles, came from Sevilla. And this is Thomas Ribeiro. He was a poet, I think. Homage to the city of Viseu. No primeiro centenario de seu nascimento. I think it's the anniversary of his birth. I'm standing right outside Câmara Municipal right now, which is Viseu Town Hall. Apparently there's some really gorgeous staircases and art on the ceiling in this place. I'm going to go and see if I can get in. I believe that it's free. Wow, this is so cool because this wasn't open last night. Make sure you come in and it's free to have a look inside. Viseu Town Hall is a 19th century building, famous for its ornate tiles and painted ceiling. They started building it in 1877. There's another museum here as well. Haven't been in that one yet. We're going to continue up here to try to get into the cathedral and the Grau Vasco Museum as well. That one is a great place. Simplesmente bolos. Simply cakes. I love the sound of church bells in Portugal. They are planting flowers today for the new season, it looks like. So Viseu Cathedral is an early Romanesque cathedral, but the facade was added in 1513 and the cloister was also added later and developed by an Italian artist or architect, and that was around 1539. Now it's free to get into the cathedral. You can see inside the cathedral. It's the Cathedral of Santa Maria, or informally known as Say Cathedral. And you can go inside, you can see the gorgeous blue tiles on the cloisters, and that's for free. You can also go into the church. There's an amazing Romanesque vaulted ceiling. Do not miss it. That's all free, but if you want to go to the treasury, it's €2.50. And this is really, really important. You cannot pay on card. You need to have cash to go up into the treasury and the upper part of the cloisters. Right behind me here you can see the Grau Vasco Museum, and this is a museum of art. There's actually quite a few altarpieces from the cathedral inside this museum. It used to be the Bishop's Palace. The cost to get in the Grau Vasco Museum is €10. It's actually free for residents. If you're interested in religious art, this is a must. They've got other things in here as well as Portuguese. So these are from India. And then here, this is a lectern from Nagasaki in Japan. The Chinese pottery collection is over here as well. And if you go up to the second floor, that's where you find all of the altar pieces. This is the Bishop's Palace from the back. It's raining a bit now. Next we'll go into the Church of Misericórdia. So you can go inside the Church of Misericórdia and it's free to get in the actual church part. There is a museum on the side of it which you do pay to get into, but it's only a couple of euros. I'll post all the details on my website and also at the bottom of my YouTube. But the museum contains some national treasures. The facade is from 1775 and inside they've converted it into a really amazing example of neoclassical architecture, and there's some objects of art in there as well. Don't miss the amazing organ. We'll walk down now past another little church, and I think that this is the University of Viseu building on the right hand side. It's sad, but it's time for me to get ready to leave, so I need to check out of my hotel now. So Viseu, I really recommend it. I can't get enough of this city. I'm a bit gutted that I'm only here for 2 days, in fact, because it's just so chill and beautiful. And the great thing about Viseu, it's full of amazing objects of art. You need to go inside everything on that main cathedral square. And because so much of it is free, Viseu is really easy on the budget. It's a really economical place to visit. And food and drinks are quite cheap. You know, you can get drinks for €1 or €2. I had a meal in the best restaurant and I had everything that I wanted to eat and drink with a glass of red wine. I only spent like €35, which is a little bit expensive for Portugal actually, but compared to UK prices for a steakhouse, that's amazing value. So I'd really recommend a trip here. I sadly have to leave Viseu right now, so it's time for me to head down to the Flixbus station and get to Salamanca. So please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my blog to follow my adventures. I'll see you soon.